Part 2 of How Am I chapter. All the good stuff I can think of when I'm quotes mad. 1. Really bought a really good pocket knife without paying extra. Make friends easily. Got good rain gear and footwear. Got shoes for cheap price. Was 150, got much worth for 65. Have peace, joy, and all that good stuff. I don't get upset with things, including Dad. I get things done like recipe printouts. Children having fun with me. Standing out with the idea of my future through drawing. More than intelligent when talking to people. Have a life, loving life. Have a good handle on life. Living life from my heart space. Automatically do cool stuff without trying. Have full days even with doing stuff for hours in the night. Read really great synchronicities. Do a lot of stuff. Win people's heart with baking and visiting. Think of cool things often, like jokes and great situations that turn out better than imagined. Not being fazed by stuff like I would normally be, like getting an electric shock from a fence. Do super things like tag children through power bursts when they would normally have gotten away, and suddenly being able to pick up a rock with ease, and that was only just manageable just previously. Win with luck games. I was winning at the mental place to 21. Have a great love for people, like last time I made little tunes like I love you, yes I do, I love you, yes I do, that I'd repeat going past people on walks. Trip to the South Island in 2005, while one with the world. The day to leave, the guy, Mike Pringle, helping us go to the airport and to Rotorua in his car, wasn't responding to us. I asked Dad about biking to his place and make sure he was still taking us. I did. At his place, the TV was going, and they had a mental Joel on the news they said was doing terrible stuff. Also, Mike was going to the loo and stuff. Before talking to me, I got real sweaty with biking and didn't have a wash. Mike taking us went to Silla's, to street to Silla's. Went, yes. I tried asking about going that way. He answered as if I'd asked what I'd be up to. He's quite deaf. Later, Dad took over driving. Mike wanted to know the catching flight times and stuff. I gave him my printout. My printout also had the times to be at the airports I'd marked in. I wasn't at a loss, but upbeat. I weighed myself on the bagging platform. On the plane, me and Dad got middle seats. I chose a cup of tea for them to take longer. I put the cup on my head the whole time. I had my computer out, asked about the Wi-Fi being on, since I hadn't turned it off before the flight. I played my snake game with the controller. I acted as if I was winning a lot of money. The snake eating food made a money sound each time. I charged me and Dad's phones with my computer, and I did a lot of talking. On my birthday, I rang a friend who has the same birthday. I said about me having my diary on the internet for people to see. It flooded while in Christchurch, but we went to the other side of the island. I did a lot of recording and talked all the time. Went to a place Ellen was doing a bike race. We were waiting for Ellen to turn up. There was a playground, but Catherine didn't want to miss Ellen coming and going down there. She thought, as things go, that if she went down there, that's when Ellen would come, and we did. Anyway, I think I still filmed him coming, and he did come in that time. At the borrowed house, it was cold grass in the morning, but I went for a run in it, and that encouraged Oscar to do the same. He was out once. And said that was a mistake, but he went out again. I drank cream by itself. Oscar went to do similar when he poured some into a cup I was holding. I moved the cup and some went on the floor. I was happy to clean it up, and did. Little bits first than the rest. I tricked Oscar in my room. I was putting stuff in drawers while he wasn't looking. He looked a few times as if they would appear. Back in Christchurch, I let Oscar have my bedside bird light. He really liked. Ashley said, she had something else for me, for a bedside lamp for me. Got a lighthouse with a sensor on it and a moon projection. I made yummy fried egg and cheese meals with Dad and Oscar liked too. Later, after the trip, Oscar had a go himself. In the big room, I slept in at Ellen's. I used a toy gun and did a great shot. Second shot, previous shot, I wasn't looking. I was dropped off in town with Dad for a tram rides. I talked to a guy with the brochures. He got a ride on the oldest. We got a ride on the oldest and newest trams, not meaning to. One stop we got served pies at a shop. While waiting, I did talks in time with the boys' steps. A guy liked them. I don't think he noticed what I was doing. Got on the wrong bus and went to the opposite end of town. At a bus stop, I talked to an Aucklander. She said the public transport was way better up there. Also, two guys, one with flowers, came along. One said the flowers were for a special lady. I said, aren't all ladies special? They didn't answer that. I did some audio recording and talked. Also had my STEM punk glasses on in town. At the bus, with glasses on at the end of my nose, for seeing over the top of my top to stretch my eyes before looking at trees in the distance. Ellen bought it, thought it was good, going a long way to see more of Christchurch. On the plane back, me and Dad got front seats. I was nearest the lady worker, Ruby. I talked to her. At one point I said, I'm not a king, I'm the king. Then I gazed out the window. Later I overheard Ruby say she had a great day. More memories. I was walking around and talking to people. In a bar, I annoyed the bartender by talking a lot. I asked about anything free. He said there wasn't. I said about water and air. I went to one shop and asked who was working there. Later I heard the lady talking to there through there, though thought there must be an identical person to me. I was so different. There were people at St. Mark's building. I used the tap in front of the others to do my hair. The ladies like that. There was feed on, but they couldn't get into the building. I said to some about going into the building. I had a key to so not far away. I played some chess there. We played it in a very different way. Each of us held the board, and each held a piece they took. I was in the mental health clinic in Takaroa. People having concerns. I had enough saying I needed to be taken away or so I walked out had to unlock the door on the way out. Just put over the door scanner. Put my hand over the door scanner lock. I walked down to Lemon Bread Factory. Richard called me. I was talking to him. I walked to town and to Art Gives Wings. I was helping Tesla there. I pretended that she was in trouble with me, and she was on the phone with the police. I made them come over. The police came. I talked to them and showed them my art. Had something to eat at Ina's. Bart was there. He did a big painting on the side of the building at Art. Says Tokoroa and stuff. Tesla used my camera and Mani did a video. She really enjoyed it. She hasn't seen it in mental health people wandering around, were lurking around wanting me. I went in the Ferguson Superette and asked where the sugar and salt was. I bought them. I made an app for automatic payment for $10 a week to cover those costs. I was said to have a teaspoon of salt. I know I had lettuce holding raw sugar at Allen's, like I used to when I was little. Dad couldn't see how someone could do that. There was a story that I was proving myself to be not human by eating so much salt. I had some of a cup of water and half a teaspoon of salt mixed in it. It seemed to have a good effect on me. Recently, at the mental health clinic in Takaroa, I gave the mental doctor a hard time. At least it was only for a short time, not all your life, like being under their treatment, treated like a monster. Thoughts. If the world is to be enjoyed, then that would explain me doing extra stuff like acting psychotic in the low stimulus area, as they say. Proofs I'm on the right. Should I be on mental gut jokes? After a shift to freedom, and later I wondered if I should be on them. So when I went to call a friend in America my age, and he decided it was a good idea, when I was about to hit the call button, when he called me. Should I go out in the night when I'm inspired? One time second longest ride I did once. I went for 3 hours down to the minute. Another time was 1 hour 23 minutes 48 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should I play with the traffic? Last time I did play with the traffic. Toy with the traffic. Engage the traffic. Hit the traffic. The last time I did that, I biked. It came naturally on oncoming traffic before changing on the other side. What do you know? The circuit bus is right there, and I biked beside it. What is the chances of that? So that proves I did the right thing. 4. Should I go out in the night having everyone worried? Compounding item 2. I did that, but when I stay with the current pastor, he took me off the prayer list. 5. Should I talk a lot? I've talked to people, including having my say with other people's conversations, and this was in the mental health clinic, and I got high fives. Really living people, really helping people. Is it alright to roar very loudly, scaring neighbours? In 2021, I went for a bike ride, and that ride I got 2 texts, 2 different Jesses, also a friend, also wasn't at ease till he saw that it was me. Is it all right for me to Is it right to go for a walk in the night without wearing outside wearing one's pajamas? If one is inspired. In the first half of 2025, I went walking in my PJs and noticed I was heading for a bright star, and coming back I was heading for the moon, and came back heading for the moon. Should I have stopped all quotes meds for a while? I lost weight, and it was 75.00 kg to be precise.